everyone, I'm with you here again to talk about angels. Imagine that, since I am an angel messenger as well as a medium. Marilyn Pusick is here to talk to you today and to introduce you today to Archangel Raphael, the healing angel. Archangel Raphael radiates to the color green for healing, and you can ask him to heal anything in your life if you want. You have to be ready though. You can't just fling it out there, okay Raphael, help, and you don't really mean it. I was an x-ray tech for over 20 years, and I worked in many different varieties of places, hospitals, doctor's offices, clinics, you name it, I've worked it. And you were constantly seeing same patients back time and time again. And some people just don't want to be healed, and that's their choice. But if you truly, truly want to be healed, go to Archangel Raphael and any of the other higher beings that you believe in, such as God, Spirit, Jesus, Source, Universe, Creator. Okay, I'm just giving you Archangel Raphael because him and I are really, really good buddies. After being in the medical field for over 20 years, and now doing this work, spiritual work, not religious work, but spiritual work for over 20 years, I firmly, firmly believe, and totally convinced on this, that every ache, pain, disease that we have is caused by our thoughts. And where does our thoughts originate? Within our hearts. So, first of all, go into your heart and what's troubling you emotionally. Next, go into your brain, your mind, your human consciousness. What's bothering you mentally. Then go into your physical body and what's hurting. What's in pain, what's diseased. And then go into your spiritual being and ask the spiritual realm to help you. Now, that might sound really easy, but trust me, it's not when you first begin. And you might sit there and your mind's analyzing right now going, it can't be that easy. And you don't understand, I've got cancer, you don't understand, I have AIDS, diabetes, I fell down, how can that be something emotionally going on? It was an accident, I fell down, I got in a car accident, I broke my back, I broke my leg. You got all these thoughts going on. And you're entitled to that, as I'm entitled to my thoughts and my beliefs, because I am my own human guinea pig. And I practice on myself before I share that with all of you. A year ago, a couple weeks before Christmas, I was out to lunch with somebody and I tripped over an electrical wire and fell flat on my knee, hitting my knee first, and hit my head second. And I'm like, you know, and it happened so fast. Accidents usually go that fast. But as I was going down, I asked for Michael's help. And I've shared with you in a previous video about Archangel Michael and protection. And I got home, propped my knee up. I am a Reiki master teacher. So I started doing some Reiki on it too. And went to bed. Got up the next day, the knee was so swollen and bruised like I've never had a bruise, and the bruise was huge and it hurt. I can barely bend it. And what hurt even worse, on my other leg, I hurt my toe. Now how I hurt my toe, I've got no idea because I had gym shoes on. It's not like I have flip-flops or open-toed shoes or anything. I had gym shoes on. So I know for a fact I broke my toe. So here I am. I got my left knee all up in the air, swollen, bruised, and my right foot broken toe. And I could barely walk for 2 days. I mean, barely. I got to go to the bathroom, hobble to get something to eat. Other than that, I laid on the couch and watched movies. I went deep inside and said, what happened here? I didn't think of it as an accident. It was. Obviously, I didn't do it on purpose. But I went deep inside and say, why did this happen? And the answer I got back is that you've been working really hard and you needed a rest. And you weren't listening to us, and by us I mean the angels. You weren't listening to us, so we helped put you down so you could rest and regenerate and rejuvenate. I'm like, oh, okay, I got it. So I continued to do Reiki on it. I've got this device, it's called a wand, that helps bring back all your cells to 0-point field energy so it can start healing. And I started doing that. And within 2 days, folks, I was off of it Saturday, Sunday. By Monday, the bruise was barely there. And the swelling had totally gone down. And my toe was totally fine. It took me a while. I do walk like 45 minutes each morning. It took me a while to go for the 45 minutes. That took a couple weeks. But the point was, I was back out there on my walk on Tuesday morning. So that's one instance. Another instance just recently happened to me a few nights ago. I also ride my bicycle in the morning. Well, last week I was so busy I only had a chance to ride it once. So I rode on Tuesday, and when I got back, I noticed my lower back was hurting, bothering me. And I don't have pain and I don't have diseases, okay? Because I've learned how to work with the angels, with Raphael, for 20 years now. And so I didn't give it any energy. I didn't go around going, oh my God, my back is hurting so bad. Oh, geez, poor me, poor me. I didn't do any of that. I put it on ignore. I did go to bed fairly early that night and fell asleep. And I got up once to go to the potty, and my lower back was really hurting. And again, I didn't give it any energy, and I just rolled over on my side and went back to sleep. And sometime later, I rolled over the other side. It was hurting worse. And this went on for about 3 hours, so I had to get up and go to the bathroom again. Normally, I don't go that much during the night, but I had to go again. I could barely walk to the bathroom. So I get back in bed. I laid there, and I said, okay, what's going on inside of me? What am I missing here? Because usually if something negative has happened to me, I'll immediately cleanse and clear it, get rid of it, release it, forgive, forget, release, call upon the guys to help me. And I'm like, what did I miss here? So I laid there and went deep inside my heart, and I paid attention to the first couple, not one, but a couple negative things that came to mind. Now, I could have said, oh no, I've forgiven, I forgot, I moved on. But sometimes that pain, whether it's somebody doing it to you, whether you've done it to yourself, whether there's actions, words, whatever, sometimes we bury that pain so deep that we don't know that we've got it hidden so well. We don't know that we've got that inside, and so we don't deal with it. And trust me, it will come out in a physical ache or some kind of disease. So that's what was happening to me. So when I discovered what it was and how many of them there were, I went into Archangel Michael and asked him to cut the cords. Okay, that's the first thing I did. And then I went to Archangel Raphael. And I laid there, closed my eyes, and said, Raphael, I give you full permission to bring your green light of healing energy into me, through me, around me, to heal me emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually. And then I just closed my eyes, took in a deep breath, and imagined green light coming into my toes, into my feet, up my legs. I concentrated extra green light in my lower back and in the hips where the physical pain really was. And I kept allowing that green light with my deep breaths coming up through my body. And then I imagined Archangel Raphael holding this big green crystal ball. And in my mind's eye, I just waited till that crystal ball was a brilliant, brilliant, shiny green light. And I placed it over my heart. And I asked him to heal my heart with the things that I know and the things that I'm not aware of. And I just imagined that beautiful green crystal ball, like sending out rays of green throughout the rest of my body. And I asked for the green healing rays for my brain, in addition to my back. And then after I did that, I came out of body. I imagined looking outside of my body in. And I saw darkness, like little specks, little spectacles, little pieces of dirt, gravel, whatever. And it was emotional, it was mental, it was physical. I didn't see or feel anything spiritual on the negative side. I've cleansed and cleared all that stuff many, many years ago. So then I imagined exhaling out that stuff, that dirt, that darkness, that negative. And I exhaled it out through my toes. And I imagined that each toe had like a cord or root attached to it, like a tube. And you're sending all that dirt, all that junk down those tubes. And you send them way, way down deep into the center of Mother Earth. And then you wrap those cords around a heavy, heavy object, such as an anchor, a slab of cement, a boulder. Now, a couple of my clients doesn't like to use Mother Earth. They say the bottom of the ocean floor. Whatever resonates with you, folks, it's fine. But the thing is to recognize, handle, where that emotional and mental pain is arriving from, where it started, who caused it, what caused it. It is to acknowledge it, accept that it happened, and then heal it with Archangel Raphael and his green light of healing energy. Would love to hear from you. If you've done this and it's helped you, would love to hear from you. So a way to contact me, all my website, all my information is here at the bottom. Or if you'd like to have your own personal healing session with me, please contact me through my information listed at the bottom. Here's to a beautiful, beautiful day of healing, rest, and happiness.